There we go. Sorry, I was dragging my cord behind me. Hi everybody, welcome to Fiber at 4. This is Christiana coming to you live from the Longmont Yarn Shop, and happy Sunday, happy first day of May. Oh my goodness, this year is going by so fast. Sorry, Gail just turned her computer on and I got a little feedback there. So today we are talking about a whole bunch of really good Mother's Day gift ideas for those of you who are a little bit of procrastinators like yours truly here. So the way I picked these items for tonight was just things that I thought about that I enjoyed doing with my mom and my grandmother, and just things that I think would be fun to do together or fun to give as a gift. So I'm starting going left to right, and I'm going to go off camera here just for a second. So I'm starting with needle felting. I think that needle felting would be a great activity for the family to do together on Mother's Day. It would be a great gift to give to a crafty mom, or it would be a great finished project to give to a mom. Hey mom! Speaking of mothers, hi mom! It's a great multi-purpose idea. So it's a great family activity. It's a great gift to give as a kit. It's a great gift to give as the finished item. So first item I have here is a needle felting kit by Feather Felts. And this is a little penguin, and I'm kind of in love with it because it's super, super cute. The Feather Felts kits are really awesome because they come with the wool, detailed instructions, 3 needles, and you also have the foam block to do the project on. So basically everything you need to make this penguin is in this little kit here. And also too, and I know it's going to show backwards on your camera or on your screen here, but they have the skill levels marked on the back of the kit. So the penguin is a beginner level kit. So the penguin is $17.99. Hi Nancy! And that is by Feather Felts, and you've got the wool, the instructions with photos too, 3 needles, and the foam block. So that's the Feather Felts kit. And then also we've got some kits by the Crafty Kit Company, and these guys come with the wool, the felting needles, the little bird has legs, so he comes with a pipe cleaner to make his legs with. It also has the foam to work on, glass eyes, and color instructions. So this guy also has an easy peasy skill level. And this is Red Robin, which I thought was fitting seeing as we're in springtime now and the robins are starting to come out. My dogs are starting to chase them out of the backyard, so it's definitely springtime. So this kit is $21.99, and the finished size of the bird is 13 centimeters, so about yay tall. And that is the Red Robin felting kit by the Crafty Kit Company. Sorry, I saw a little heart go up the screen, and that makes me smile. Also from the Crafty Kit Company, we have some kits that are not birds. And I had one in mind that I really wanted to specifically show, but I couldn't find it. So I picked another kit, and then after I picked this kit, I found the one I was looking for. So I'm going to share 2 kits with you guys. So this is Mr. Mole. He is also an easy peasy rating. And he comes with the wool and the wire to make his little glasses, which I think are adorable. The instructions, the felting surface, glass eyes, color instructions, and also your felting needle. So this guy is $29.99. But the kit I was really excited about was Poppy and Daisy, and I think these 2 are so cute. I think this would be a great mother-daughter activity. So maybe when Emma comes home for the summertime, Gail, you and Emma can make some mice together. What?
Very cute.
Yeah, very cute. So these guys are $27.99, and it comes with all the materials to make both Poppy and Daisy. Oh, they're so cute. So this is kind of in an intermediate skill level. As you can see, there's 2 sheep here instead of just 1. And also comes with everything you need. You've got the wool, the felting needles, pipe cleaners, the material to felt on, glass eyes, and full color instructions. So this would be more intermediate level felting. So I love felting. I think this is a great idea for a family activity, but I would definitely recommend for the kids about ages 10 plus with lots of parental supervision. I highly, highly, highly recommend that. So we've also got the Going Gnome kits. This guy is $27.95, and I thought this was a very appropriate kit to show tonight because it's snow owl babies. So aren't they cute? For Mother's Day, you can make a pair of snowy owl babies. So this is an intermediate level kit. So definitely you want some felting experience with this guy. And you can hear the needle in there. They enclose their needles in these nice little plastic vials so you can hear them kind of rattling around in there. So this has the wool and the needles in the instructions, but you will need to get your own surface to felt the project on. And this particular kit is $27.95. And of course, everything that we are showing to you guys tonight is available on the Fiber at 4 shopping category on the website. So you click on shop and Fiber at 4 is top line furthest to the right on your screen. So if you see something you like specifically that we're showing tonight, it's a touch easier to find that way. So another good felting project is wool pets, and I pulled two that I thought were very appropriate for Mother's Day. So we've got puppies, so that looks like a mama puppy and a baby puppy. This is an intermediate level kit, and there's enough wool in here to make 2 to 3 puppies. So the Wool Pets kits do come with instructions with all the wool that you need and 2 felting needles, but you do need your own felting surface to work on. And they also come in these cute little plastic boxes. So this is a great way to give a gift as the kit or as the finished project. You can clean the stickers off and gift it in the little box. So these are $24.95. The other kit I pulled tonight, which I think is great for Mother's Day, is this little sloth. He's hugging a heart. How cute is that? So this has enough wool to make 2 sloths cuddling hearts. And he is also $24.95. So I brought some examples here too of some of the Wool Pets finished items. Here is a little bunny rabbit. My mom made a comment, sorry. Gail's probably going to comment back, Mom. So here's a little bunny rabbit that came from one of the Wool Pets kits, and they do come with the foam to do the faces as well. And then here is a little turtle, which I think he's absolutely adorable. So again, the felted items, the kits make great gifts, but then the finished items also make wonderful Mother's Day gifts too. So if you do not have a surface to felt on, we do have those here at the shop. So we have a small size, which is 9 inches by 6 inches, and it's a nice big thick piece of foam, probably 1.5 inches thick. And we also have the large piece, which is, actually it is 1.5 inches thick. How about that? And I was just guessing. The larger piece is 9 inches by 12 inches. So if you're working on a larger project, this would be great. If you're working on any of the felted items I have just shown you guys, the small piece would be sufficient. Or if you are planning to felt with more than one family member, you can always get the larger piece and then cut it in half so everyone has their own piece of foam to work on. So the smaller piece is $6.99 and the larger piece is $9.99. We also have some felting tools to choose from. I've pulled 3 to show you guys tonight. So the first one I have is a needle felting tool by Clover, and this guy holds up to 5 felting needles. So this is great because you can put only 1 needle in there if you're doing super fine work, but if you have a lot of surface area you want to cover, you can put in multiple needles so that it felts a little bit quicker. So this guy is $20, and this is ideal for attaching appliques to knits. And also, I found out something really cool at Yarn Fest last weekend. Someone told me that they were steeking a project and they actually used a needle felting tool to felt the project before they steeked it. I had never heard of that before. But if you stop and think about it, that's really cool because once it's felted, it's not the steeking stitches that are not going to fall apart. So I thought that was really cool. I may try that someday. So this needle felting tool is $20, and it does come with 5 needles already preloaded in there.
More to stick yourself with.
If you're clumsy like me, yes, it more needles that I could possibly stab myself with. A good thing to keep in mind when you are felting is that the needles are barbed. So you need to be very careful, take your time, and please watch what you're doing. So if you're doing this with children, lots of adult supervision, and again, ages 10 plus. I wouldn't give these to little kids. Then I've got this Colonial needle felting tool, which you can see there. It's this nice giant wooden knob and very easy to get a hold of, very easy to grip. And this guy comes with 3 needles, but he will hold up to 6. So just because it has holes for 6 needles doesn't mean you need to use all 6. You can just put 1 in here so you have an easier grip when you're using just the 1 needle. So he is $24.99. And it comes with 3 36 gauge needles. And I love how it says on the front, caution, needles are sharp. Good to know. So again, this is a great idea if you're doing a larger piece and you have a lot of surface area that you need to felt. You can load up to 6 needles in here, so it'll make that felting go a lot quicker. We also have this 8-pack variety pack from Felting Source. This guy's $8.99, and he comes with 8 needles. There are 2 of each size. And the good thing about the Felting Source too, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this, but they color code their needles. So you can see right there in the felt, those guys are lavender. So look on the side here. Lavender is a 36 gauge triangle point. And there's a couple purple and yellow in there, and they're very clearly marked what size needle they are. So this is $8.99 for 8 needles, and we do have individual needles for sale too. So those are on the website under the felting category. I'm going to take a sip of my tea real quick. All right. So another thing I have very fond memories of doing with my mom and my grandmother are embroidery and cross stitch and the super fine needle arts. And these kits that I'm about to show you are great for people who already know how to embroider, but they're also wonderful for people who have no experience at all. So these are the embroidery kits by Cozy Blue. And this is another item kind of like the felting kits where it would make a great present for a crafty mom as a kit, or it would be a great present to a mother as the finished item. So the Cozy Blue kits are $29.99, and this one that I pulled is called Winter Snowflake. And I pulled 3 kits here to kind of show you the different skill levels. So this one I would say is good for a beginner. It's got a lot of the back stitching to it. It has some French knots in there, which if you don't know what those are, these do come with instructions, and they're very, very clear about how to make the different style of stitches where you are making those stitches, and the fabric is printed. It has the design printed on it. So the kit comes with the wooden hoop, the needle, pre-printed fabric, embroidery floss, basic stitching guides, and a getting started guide. They also have videos too on their website that you can consult if you need a little extra help. So I know a lot of people are visual learners, and it's a lot easier to see someone do it and then transfer those skills to your project. So this again is the Winter Snowflake. And then this one is the Wildflower Meadow. This I would still classify it as a fairly easy piece. You're getting into a little bit more of the satin stitching in there. Hi, Gloria! And so this, I would say probably advanced beginner skill level on this guy. And the last one I'm showing you guys is the one that I really want to make once my skills get a little more developed. This is the Lunar Blossom Kit, and it's got the different phases of the moon on it. This one I would classify as a little more advanced because the moons are made up of a lot of satin stitching, which is, I don't want to say complicated, but it is a touch more complicated than the back stitching in there. But I love that kit, and one of these days, once I get enough practice, I am going to buy this kit and make it. So I think that is a great Mother's Day present, again, either as the kit or the finished item. And then this thing I think is really cool. I may get it for myself. This is the Visible Mending Travel Sewing Kit. So again, along the same lines as the embroidery, but what makes this guy so cool is you can use it to mend jeans, mend clothes. Mending is definitely a big trend right now. Instead of throwing old clothes away that could be mended, we're mending them, which is fantastic. And it's also a great way to practice your skills, because if you're going to throw the jeans away anyway, you might as well practice your stitching on them, and if it looks great, great. If it doesn't, no big deal. So the Visible Mending Travel Sewing Kit is $44.99, and I have to show you guys what is in this kit. It is so cool. So here I've got right on top the instructions for all the different types of stitching. So this is very similar to sashiko, if any of you have done the sashiko embroidery. And the instructions are really cool because they also have inside a little ruler, so you can measure stuff right there at the bottom. And then you've got two really big spools of thread. Looks like they're 30 meters each. So there's one that's dark blue, not quite a navy, but it's pretty dark, and a nice creamy white. And these guys are 100% cotton. You've got a nice pair of super sharp little tiny scissors. You've got 2 sewing needles in this kit. And this is such a cool idea too. They put in, looks like 6 stick pins, so you can pin the piece of fabric to your clothing that you're using to mend with. And then they also give you 3 different little pieces of fabric to practice on, or to go ahead and sew right onto your clothing. So they're all pretty thick. I think they're all denim. They're definitely all cotton, so they're really nice pieces of fabric in there. Oh, and a threader. Ah! As I throw it across the table. A needle threader! Yay! I love these guys because sewing needles, the eyes on them are so much smaller than the darning needles we use for our knitting projects. So the threader definitely comes in handy. So again, that is the Visible Mending Travel Sewing Kit, and it is $44.99. And I just think it's another great thing for moms to do with their kids. Get a little practice with their sewing skills in there. And I will put that back together later. So, going off camera again, this is another really cool item, and when we brought it in, everyone was saying, oh, I did that when I was in elementary school, so why not do it again now and teach your kids how to do it as a great family-friendly activity? So this is the Potholder Kit. This particular one is the limited edition kit that was released for Harrisville's 50th anniversary. So Harrisville is the company that makes these guys. And this particular loom is 7 inches square, and it is chrome, which is super cool. It comes with black and white cotton loops, and they put in enough for 4 pot holders in this guy. Has the metal weaving hook, the metal crochet hook to finish the edging, and full instructions. So there is what the kit comes with right there. So there's your weaving hook, your crochet hook, and the really cool chrome loom. So this particular loom is $59.99, and they are not making these anymore because it was just for the 50th anniversary. We also have the Potholder Pro Kit, and this guy's really cool. He is really big. He is 10 inches square, and this is a metal loom. I've got it right here so I can show you guys. How did I get the hook stuck in there? So he is 10 inches square, and you use it by putting the loop on top and then stretching it all the way to the bottom and hooking it on both sides. And then you hook it on another loop on the side that doesn't have any loops on it, and you weave it over and under, and you stretch it over to the other side. And you do that all the way across. Oops, I got that a little lopsided. Oh well. And when you're done, you take the crochet hook and just do kind of like a chain stitch around to close up the edge of your pot holder. So the pot holder loom itself is 10 inches, but the loops are stretched. So once you pull it off, it does shrink a little bit. This is probably about 9 by 9, so you lose about an inch. But this is really sturdy, really strong, and the cotton keeps the heat away from your hands. So this would be a great trivet if you're setting something warm down on a table. But so there is the hook you use, and the hook you just go under, over, all the way across. And then once you're across, you pull the hook and you pull the loop through. So the Potholder Pro Loom comes with the loom, the weaving hook, the crocheting hook, and there's enough loops in here. I think there's enough to make two pot holders. And both the kits do come with instructions, and they also have instructions on their website as well. Nancy says she got the Pro and she loves it. You've made about a dozen so far. And you know what too, like Nancy said, the pot holders themselves make fantastic gifts. And you can make different striping effects, different colors on there. They do have instructions in here about how to make different designs too, so you can kind of make one to practice on, and then you can do a little more complicated stuff. So the Potholder Pro Loom is $29.95. And then if you run out of loops that are in the kit, we do have the giant bags of loops. So these are called Lotta Loops. I think that's a fun name. These are $39.95, and as you can tell, they live up to their name. There's a lot of loops in there. I think there's enough in here to make about 10 to 12 more pot holders. So this is the black and white, for those of us who love our monochromatics. And then here we've got the pastel colors. So this would be great spring themed colors to make your pot holders with. So again, the Lotta Loops are $39.95. Oh, here we go. Makes 8 pot holders. And there's about a pound of loops in there. That's pretty heavy. So, for those of you who are like me and have a very crafty mom and you're just not sure what to get her for Mother's Day, I have a fantastic idea. I don't know what size knitting needles my mom has. I'm willing to bet she has one of everything. So if you're in that boat and you don't want to give your mom something that she might already have, I have these knitting needle cases. And personally, I could use one of these myself because my knitting needles are in every room of the house. My husband can attest to that. There are needles everywhere. So we've got these in several different sizes. So this guy right here is the double point needle case and is $22.99. So let's open this guy up. So what you have here are the pockets for your double point knitting needles, and then there's a nice big pocket right here so you can stick in your scissors, your darning needles, and have it all contained in one spot. So we've got, that is the double points, and then this big fellow right here is the circular needle case, and it is $29.99. Also too, these are made from a really neat satiny fabric with an absolutely awesome fabric print on it. And they also have different colors for the different cases. So the double point has the burgundy on the inside. The circular case has this lovely silver color, and I'm holding it upside down. So you've got spaces here for your needles, your knitting needles, and then you've got a nice little pocket down here for extra cords, for the tightening keys. you could probably fit a nice little pair of scissors in there too. So, oh, and stitch markers. You could put your stitch markers in here too. So that again keeps everything nice, neat, and contained in one spot. And then this guy is the Knit Aid case and is $17.99. This one has nice black lining to it. So this one is a little bit smaller. So this would be probably what you would put your items in if you're keeping it with a specific project. So just the certain size needles that you need. So there's a couple small pockets in there for the needles, and then a nice giant pocket right here for cords, stitch markers, scissors, all those guys. And again, keeping it nice and contained. And this guy you could just toss into your craft bag, I don't want to say knitting bag because I know we're not all knitters out there, but your knitting bag, your crocheting bag. So the Knit Aid case is $17.99. And then lastly, amongst the knitting needle cases, I have the Mindy Sleeve, which is $14.99. So this is the smallest out of all the cases, and it has a magnetic closure here. So in this guy, you can put some darning needles, your double points for a specific project. So this is just something I would definitely keep with a specific project. And it's this nice silky fabric that it's made out of. And again, nice little magnetic closure there. And it does have the fabric that folds over the top, so it does keep everything contained in there. And there's the magnetic closure. So this is the Sage colorway. I've also got, I want to say your burgundy. Nice deep burgundy color there. And then we've also got this in a very nice silver. So that's great for people like me who need a little help with their crafting organization. All right. So a nice small gift item that you can give your mom would be a lotion bar. And we've got two styles here at the shop. So the first one, this is by Infused with Light, and the company is in Loveland. So this is a nice local product. These are $12.99. And I've got lavender and vanilla right here. This is unscented, so if you have a family member who is sensitive to scents, this is great. This is ruby red grapefruit. And my personal favorite is cocoa vanilla. This thing smells so good, I just want to take a bite out of it. But lotion bars are great because they're not as messy as like a bottle of lotion if it were to explode in your crafting bag. You just rub it until it gets nice and warm, and then the lotion comes off on your hands. You put the bar back and then just rub the lotion right in. And we do have some testers of these guys here at the shop if you want to give it a go before you purchase it. We've got a tester for ruby red grapefruit, and I want to say lavender and vanilla too. So those are $12.99, and these bars will actually last you a really long time. I'm still working on the one for my Hygge box. So, and it's May now, so I've had it for about 5 months. And they're also super, super pretty. Chris does a wonderful job with these. Like this guy, you can see, looks like a rose. And trust me, they smell as good as they look. And then we also have these lotion bars by Love and Leche. These are $12.99, and they're a little bit smaller than the Infused with Light ones. And these have a cute little bee on them. So again, you would just rub it in your hands until it gets nice and warm, and then the lotion comes off on your hands. And they smell really good. I pulled only 3 of them, but I know we've got more scents than that. But this is the Ginger Mojito, Minty Mojito, and for those of us who love our lavender, we've got a lavender one. We do have testers of these guys too here in the shop. Those are unscented, and oh, that lavender smells wonderful. So this would be a great gift for your mom to throw in her knitting bag. Or it might be a great gift to yourself if you have dry hands like I do. So, bye, Teresa. Have a good night. Oh, Nancy says hi, by the way, Teresa.
Hi, Nancy.
Nancy Teresa says hi. Also, too, don't forget a card, which I often do. I'm terrible about making sure I have cards. This one is an absolutely adorable one that we have from Apartment 2 Cards. It is a sheep Mother's Day card. And of course, the sheep has a little ribbon that says Best Mom. And on the inside, it says, "You win grand prize every day. Happy Mother's Day." So this guy is $4.99. We do also have a whole bunch of blank inside cards that have terrific artwork on them that would also make a great Mother's Day card. You would just need to write your own sentiment on the inside. But I thought that guy was absolutely adorable. And going off camera again here for a second. And these guys, Gail picked up at Yarn Fest last week, and they're really, really cute. So these are wine glasses. They are stemless wine glasses from Knit Bob Pearl, and their artwork is really, really fun. They are $12.99 each, and just because they're called wine glasses doesn't mean you have to use them for wine. You can use them for soda or whatever you choose to drink. So I've got one that says sheep faced on it, and there's a little sheep with a yarn ball and a glass. That's so cute. And we've also got one that says yarn bombed. So that's a sheep wearing a really big sweater. So these are really, really cute. They're really, really nicely made, and the artwork is really nice on them. I would not put these in the dishwasher. I would definitely hand wash these once they've been used. But I believe they hold, I want to say 15 ounces of liquid in here. And these guys are $12.99. And these are in the Fiber at 4 shopping category, but what I didn't put in the shopping category for Fiber at 4 was we also brought in some Knit Bob Pearl cards. So if you've seen the one we have framed where the sheep's holding the carders and saying, "I'm afraid I'm going to have to card you," we've got the card now. So that in and of itself would make a really nice gift because the artwork on it is so fantastic and they're just the right size to be framed. So I may add that to the Fiber at 4 category so you guys can take a gander at it. So I've got 3 more ideas for Mother's Day. I'm going off camera again here for a second. All right. So all you gift recipients out there, we want to remind you we do have a gift registry here at the yarn shop. This isn't just for the holidays. We keep this on file year round. So you can fill this out for Mother's Day, for birthdays, for Valentine's Day, for, hey, you know what? I love my mom, so I'm going to go to the yarn shop and give her a gift day. So if that is such a thing, we may have to add that to the calendar. But you would just fill this out and you be specific what colors you're looking for and priority, where if you have a project you have in mind you want to make, you can mark it as high priority and they know that that is the gift that you want to get the most. So we keep these on file year round, so be sure to fill one out. And then we supply you, the gift recipient, with hint, hint cards so that you can give them to the people who are your gift givers, and they know that you have a registry on file at the yarn shop, and all they have to do is pop in. We pull the registry for them, and we help them find you a gift. Also, too, for those of you who are extreme procrastinators, we do have the gift certificate, and that's not just for procrastinators, but also too if your mom doesn't have a registry or you don't know what she wants, we've got the gift certificates. So these are available for purchase online and also in person. If your mom is out of state and you want to buy one in person, we will mail it for you. And we'll do it in any denomination. And even though it has an expiration date line on here, these actually do not expire. So she can use them whenever she is ready to. And last but not least, yay, we've got our summer club coming up. This is the Summer Buzz Club for 2022. This year's going by so fast. So we've got 3 different kits that are going to be arriving June, July, and August. So each kit is going to be coming with yarn to make an amazing project, and it's locally dyed yarn from each shop that's participating. So it's us, Bella Filati, and the Studio Needlework and Needlepoint. Studio Knitting and Needlepoint. I always get the knitting and needlepoint part of it wrong. So the first one will come out in June. You need to register for this by May 8th. So this is a great Mother's Day gift, and say, hey Mom, I got you Longmont Yarn Shop's Buzz Club, and you're going to be getting a present from me every month starting June and going through August. And the theme this year is pollinators. So we've got birds, bees, and butterflies. And I just happen to know who's designing the Longmont Yarn Shop projects, which are going, can I say which month we are, Gail?
Sure.
We are August. So I happen to know actually both the knitting and crochet designer for those. And there's also a needlepoint option too if you enjoy needlepoint, which I do. It's a lot of fun. So the yarn kit is $250 and the needlepoint kit is $290, and you need to register for that by May 8th. If you go to the shopping tab and top row, you'll see the Summer Buzz Club logo, and you can sign up there for either shipping, or can people pick up their kits from Longmont Yarn Shop if they're local?
Well, they'll be shipped from different places.
So could they pick up the August one?
They could. We usually don't.
Okay.
Because it's so fun to get mail, but if they want us to hold it and they can pick it up, and
Okay.
we're here to serve.
So because the kits are coming from different yarn shops from everywhere, they are available for shipping only, but if you are local and come August you want to pick your kit up, just let us know. We can arrange that for you. Otherwise, all 3 months will get shipped. So again, really fantastic Mother's Day present. So that is all we have for you guys tonight. And next week we're going to be talking about cool yarns for hot temps. And so I hope you guys will come back next week. And in the meantime, I know I'm probably going to forget to say it next Sunday, so I'm saying it now. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. And I hope you all have the beautiful day you deserve. And we will see you next Sunday.